Hi, thank you for watching this video, and I'm here to kind of explain my programming logic and then the most difficult problem that I've encountered when I was doing the Excel and SS VBA. So first of all, it's very easy to build anything from scratch. So what I mean is that it's easy that if you are given a problem and then no one has worked on this problem before, and then someone asks you to do the VBA project, and then it's very easy. It's very easy, and then most of the time the Google can really help, and the ADO can really explain the problem. And then, but one thing, the most difficult part, of course, that if the technology is not there, and then you cannot really do it. I mean, if there's a limitation with the technology, and you just have to try to think about a way to work around the problem. So the most difficult part that I've encountered during my career is that how do I say, the previous employee who coded the program has problem, and then you have to go into the program to fix it. So let me open that one file, and then so when you open up this file, it's very clean, and then I write the code. I usually write the code very clean, and then people can just learn from the code anyway. So what I mean is that, imagine this programming page has 5 different pages, and someone is not really logical, and then I have encountered people who doesn't know Excel, and then who only know the SS VBA, and then they just basically doing all type of query themselves, and then want order, and then tell the management to just click the query 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In fact, it happened in Bullshit, and then so I understand why he do that, because you may not really understand the VBA, and then not understand the Excel, how to combine the data together. So they have to write multiple query. That's okay. But at the end, when you see the monster code, 5 pages, and people try to hide the code, try to hide the store procedure for whatever reason, and then you go inside to really fix it. And now this is the really challenging part. And during my career, I've seen the code that is 5 pages, although I don't have this example, and then it's proprietary, it's piracy anyway, so I really cannot show it. But when you go through all the code one by one, and then it's just a mess, and then but I understand why the supervisor want to keep the code, because they invest about $100,000 into the code, and then really it want about 20 or 15 minutes. But if I code it from the scratch, maybe the code will only run 10 minutes. Not that long, should not be that long, and I'm like, hey, but they spend a lot of hours onto the code, and then it's debugged already, but somehow the code has to be changed because the business process has been updated and the environment has changed. So you have to go inside the code, but then there's really no documentation or whatever inside the system. So when I write the code, I usually keep the comment on it, so next person can really follow up with whatever I wrote. But that really like it's hard, it's very difficult to follow the logic of some people, and that's and I think if I really get into the position, I think I will most likely see the code from the previous person, and there's no documentation. But it just take about more time, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. But it just take more time to debug and to fix the code error or update. It's not really error, it's updating the code to fit the current situation. So thank you for listening to my programming insight, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.